Hi, my name's David, and I'm here to show you UAE tax compliance in Deskera Books. So let's go and click on Books. And let's click Set Up Now. Inside here we can select our country. We can select which currency we want to use. We can change the financial year start date, and we can change the book beginning date. So for example, maybe June 1st. So what is book beginning date? It means that from this date going forward, you'll be inputting the transactions into the system. Anything before this date would be considered your openings. So you'll input your openings for your chart of accounts, your opening quantity and valuation for your products, and any opening invoices and bills. After all that, you're all set and ready to go. So that's what book beginning date is. Let's click Create. Congratulations, your UAE organization has been successfully set up. So we're going to explore the app first, and we're going to click on Settings, and we're going to input the organization profile information. Inside here, we can add an image, we can see the company name, tax registry, and we can select the date format based upon your requirements. You can then click on Finance, and you can see the financial start date, book beginning date, reporting currency. You can select the number of decimal places. Is it 2, 3, or 4? Please take note, you can increase the number of decimals, but you cannot decrease them. So once you go up to 4, you cannot go back to 3 or 2. You can select the number formatting here. You can also activate multi-currency. So for example, if I want to add in for United States dollar, Canadian dollar, Australian dollar, I can just select them right here, and then I can click Save. Next, let's click on Compliance. Inside here, we can enter the VAT number. Over here, it says, is your business located in a designated zone? If this is true, you can click here to enable it. If not, you just leave it blank or unclick it. Enable trade with contacts outside the UAE. If you click this will enable it, and you can choose the chart of account where it'll be posted. Activate Excise. This is where you can activate Excise, and then you can choose the chart of account where it's going to be posted. Next, let's go to Address. So let's put the address in the address field. And then let's select it. And then let's click Update. Yes. After that, you can see the changes have been made here. Next, we can click on Settings, and we can click on Currency. Inside here, I can see all my different currencies, and I'm able to activate it by clicking the eye icon. If I want to activate multiple, I can select multiple and click Activate. If I want to deactivate, I can click back on the eye icon. And if I want to deactivate multiple, I can again select and click Deactivate. I also can click Change Rate, and I can update the rate directly on the screen. And I can save it. You can also see the exchange rate, effective date, and timestamp here as well. If I want to view currencies that are not active, I can click View Rate here. And I can see the exchange rate, effective date, and timestamp here as well. We can click Tax. Inside here, I can see the zero rated, VAT, and exempt taxes. And I can always add additional taxes here if required. Next, let's go to Contacts. Inside here, you can add a contact or import a contact. Let's add a contact. Inside here, we can input the name, for example, VAT Computers. We can assign the auto numbering format, manual, our default running, or we can create a custom number format. We can input the email address, select the currency. But most importantly, we can select the tax treatment. Is it VAT registered, non-VAT registered, GCC VAT registered, GCC non-VAT registered, non-GCC. So what does GCC mean? GCC is the Gulf Cooperation Council, an alliance of 6 Middle Eastern countries. If this contact is a member, you can select GCC VAT registered or GCC non-VAT registered. We also have the ability to select VAT registered designated zone and non-VAT registered designated zone. So you can select which one's applicable. For example, I'm just going to select VAT registered. Then I'm going to input the VAT registration number. Under accounting, I can update the information, and then I can input the address. And then I can save. Now you can see our contact has been created. Let's create one more contact. Let's name it India Keyboards. This time for tax treatment, we're going to select non-VAT registered. And under address, we're going to select India. Then we can select, for example, Delhi. And then we can save it. Next, let's go to products. And inside here, we can create a product or import a product. Let's create a product. Inside here, I can select non-tracked, tracked, or bill of material. If I select tracked, it'll ask me, is it an excise product? If I click the checkbox, then I have to put in the percentage on product costs. So how much percentage on the product cost will be for the excise. So I put that in there, I type in the name, I go to accounting, I can put in my purchase tax, so for example, VAT, and I can also update my sales tax as well. I can put in my purchase price, sales price, go to my inventory, change my unit of measurement, my accounts, enable advanced tracking, which is your batch tracking and serial number, and I can enable multiple UOMs, and I can have opening quantity and opening valuation. So for example, 10, and let me make this 102, 1,230. So what does this mean? This means for these 10 pieces of computers, it costs $1,230. So the total amount of these 10 opening quantity is this. I can also create any variants here as well. And let me save. I'm going to create another product, this time also tracked. I'm going to call this keyboard. It's not going to be an excise product. I set these two as VAT. I'm putting in the opening quantity. I'm going to put in the purchase price. And let me change this, actually make this a little bit more. Okay. And then I'm going to save it. Next, let's go create an invoice. Inside here, we can add in the contact, for example, VAT computers, and we can add in a line item. So for example, let's add in the computer with excise on it. And you can see the excise is showing here, and the tax amount is calculated based upon the total amount plus the excise. So for example, if I change the unit price here, you can see the excise changed and the tax amount changed as well. And then we can save and close. Next, let's go to buy, and let's create a bill. Inside here, let's add a contact. So this time we're going to use the India keyboards, and let's add a line item, and let's buy some keyboards. Or maybe let's buy 10, for example. And inside here, I can see the VAT and the tax amount. But we also have this down here. This transaction is applicable for reverse charge. If you click this, you can see the RCM here and the 5%. And then I'm going to save and close. Next, I'm going to go to accounting. I'm going to click on the journal entry. Inside here, you can see the excise has been recorded. And under the journal entry for the purchase invoice, you can see the RCM VAT has also been recorded. Now let's go to reports and go to VAT Return 201 report. Inside here, you can see that the standard rated supplies in Dubai has been updated based upon the fact that our contact address was Dubai. So I can see here 2,100, and I can see 105. You can also see subject Supplies subjected to the reverse charge provision. You can see here $100 and the $5 here. And if I scroll down, you can see VAT on expenses and all other inputs, and net value due. And that was a quick look at UAE tax compliance in Deskera Books.